Hey there, Deanna Fierce here with another video. Today I am sharing 6 tips on shooting outside. Now these are going to be tips for my models and bloggers and clients that are actually going to be in front of the camera, not so much the photographers, just ways that you can combat the heat and have an amazing photo shoot during the summertime, especially if you're going to be shooting outside. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today in the video, but first let me welcome you to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending some time watching my video today. I am so excited that you are here. If you're new to my channel, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Deanna Fierce. I focus on giving you, tips and advice and resources to help you feel and look confident and natural in your photos whenever you are on camera. And if you are returning to my channel, thank you so much for tuning back in. Hello, I hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for being subscribed to my channel and being in the loop and staying connected with me. I appreciate you so much. So without further ado, let's get right into these 6 tips that I have for you today. All right, let's get started. Okay, so as most of you know, I live in Texas, so it gets really hot here in the summertime. So these 6 tips are not just something that I'm pulling off the top of my head. I am literally sharing tips with you that save me when I do my photo shoots outside, because it can get hot, and if you're someone that's taking photos all the time and you don't like to be inside or in the studio taking photos, you have to end up going outside and taking a lot of your photos. So these are 6 tips that you can consider just to save you and make your photo shoot just a breeze and not like unbearable during the summertime, especially if you're going to be outside. So tip number 1 that I have to get everything started off, usually whenever we're getting ready to do a photo shoot and it's really bright outside, whether the sun's coming up or it's kind of like in between that light where the sun's really shining and opening up, and the photographer's ready to take your photos, and you're like, whoa, it's just really bright, and you don't want your eyes to start watering. So what you can do is you close your eyes and just lift your head up to the sky where the sun is, count for about 10 seconds or so, then lower your head and open your eyes. What that does is it gives your eyes the time to adjust to the brightness of the sunlight. So when you open your eyes, you don't have to worry about them watering. They're already kind of adjusted. They've done their work behind your eyelids, and they're like, okay, we're ready to go. Tip number 2, always bring water. Take care and make sure you have like a cooler or a bag. Maybe put a few some water or your water bottle in the refrigerator at the night before you're supposed to be doing your photo shoot, or maybe put it in the freezer so it's nice and iced down. One thing that I love to do with my water bottle, and I started doing this whenever I take my yoga classes, like hot yoga classes, I found out that I was like running out of cold water. So what I would do is I would take my water bottle and I would fill it halfway with water. I freeze it, put it in the freezer, and then in the morning when I wake up, I take my water bottle out of the freezer, fill the remaining space of my water bottle with water, top that baby off, and what I have is nice chilled water that lasts me through my yoga session. But it also is amazing if you're on a photo session and you're like, I don't want hot water, I need something to cool me down. So don't just grab the bottle out of your trunk that's been riding around and rolling around for like the past 2 years. No, pack your water bottle with you, have it nice and cold and chilled. That way you can make sure you stay nice and chilled and cool whenever you're outside doing your photo session. Okay, y'all, tip number 3, bring an umbrella. And I'm not talking about for the rain, I'm talking about for the sun. So a lot of times we're going to be, in one location and transferring and walking, going to location to location. Pop that umbrella up while you're walking, and just to keep the sun off the top of your head, especially if you don't have a hat or something that's going to be protecting your your head and your shoulders and your face. Just keep it nice and cool. So a lot of times I just pop open an umbrella and I walk with that umbrella until we get to where we're shooting, or while I'm getting directions or looking out, scoping out the area, or talking to the photographer. I make sure I do everything that I can to kind of stay cool, and I'm holding this up like I have an umbrella here and there's no umbrella. But you know, you get the drift. So make sure you have an umbrella, and you can carry that umbrella because you can pop it down, sit it to the side whenever it's time for you to do your shoot. Bam, bam, bam. Pick that baby back up, pop it up, and then you can walk back to your car or wherever you're going for your next shoot. So definitely bring your umbrella. Which brings me to my next tip. Number 4, change in your car. There are several reasons why I like to do this, because one, I don't have to worry about popping up at one of those changing stations, which are very convenient, but sometimes they can get really hot. If you do have a changing station, kind of like a little changing tent, put it in the shade somewhere and don't leave it out in the sun for you to be changing clothes. Place it in the shade and just go to that location and change your clothes in your change tent. If it's something that you're interested in, I'll make sure I put the link below so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. If not, I love to change my clothes in the car, but what I make sure I do, I put my visor up so the sun isn't beaming in. I'll put a visor up in the front and a visor in the back of my car. Not only does it protect me if I'm kind of like in public changing clothes and things like that, but it keeps the sun out of my car. So whenever I go back to my car, I can turn the air conditioner on. It gets cool really quick. I'm changing clothes in the back seat of my car, you know, slipping it on. I'm cool, you know, I'm cooling down, and then I can turn my car off and I jump back out and I'm already in my next outfit. So definitely change your clothes in your car. If you don't like to change your clothes in your car, or if you find that it's too compact, you can very well get a changing tent, but just make sure you pop that baby up in the shade somewhere, all right? Tip number 5. Talking about changing in the car, which makes me come up with a really important fact. Consider the time of day that you're going to be doing your photo shoot outside. You do not want it to be in the peak of the middle of the day when the sun is just bolstering high, when the sun is just like getting its shine on. You know, consider taking your photo shoots like early in the morning, or ask the photographer that you're working with when it's the golden hour. So it's usually right as the sun is coming up first thing in the morning, whatever city you're in, and usually right when the sun is getting ready to go down in the evening time. One, it keeps it a lot cooler. Things are starting to cool down a little bit during that time, and or you know, if it's in the evening, it's kind of cooling down. If it's in the morning, it's kind of warming up. So you catch it right at its sweet spot. I try my best to avoid doing photo shoots smack dab in the middle of the day. The only time I will consider doing something like that is if I am looking for a particular look or shoot, maybe something with harsh sun or harsh sunlight or shapes or shadows and things like that. That's the only time I will consider being outside doing a photo shoot in the middle of the day. If not, really consider the time to just make sure you stay cool and it's not too hot when you're doing your photo shoot. Okay, last but not least, tip number 6 is to iron, organize, and hang your clothes. You're probably like, Dee, what does that have to do with me shooting outside? I'm going to tell you, there is nothing worse than throwing all of your clothes in a bag and having to stand out there and try to pick everything out and throw everything. You got shoes over here, you got earrings over here, you got jewelry over there. You're like, oh my gosh, it's too freaking hot to be out here doing all this. Organize your things before you do your photo shoot. Make sure you press them, hang them up. I use a clothing rod that's in my car that I just pop up on my handlebars in the back seat of my car. It works miracles, y'all. And this is what I do, because I know you're like, okay, well, if I'm hanging my clothes up in the back of my car, how do I change clothes in the back of my car? Don't worry, I have an answer for you. So what you do is you have your rod. I'm gonna make sure I link it in the description box below. You have your rod, you hang all of your clothes on one side of your car. Maybe it's right behind the driver's seat. So I hang all of my clothes on this side, so therefore every time I get in my car to change clothes, I know to get in on my passenger side. I can pull my clothes off the ride. It's kind of like I'm looking right here in the back seat of my car closet. I pull the clothes off that I'm wearing, I put them on, you know, I slip everything on, I exit out my door, bam. Whenever I'm ready to change clothes, I get in the car, next outfit, and it's kind of like I have my own little closet. Everything's hung up, it's ready to go, it's right there, it's organized. And for my shoes, I usually have my shoes on the floorboard in the same little area, but so I can just reach down, grab my shoes, and I'm ready to go. But this just helps things be so much smoother, because one thing you do not want to have to do is sit out in the hot car trying to dig your clothes out of a bag and trying to find and put things together. Excuse me. trying to find and put things together when it's really hot. You want to make sure you're getting an amazing shoot, but you're moving swiftly enough so that you're staying cool and you can use the sunlight when, like I said, when it's in that golden hour. So it's either early in the morning or in afternoon kind of thing. So where you're not spending a lot of time outside, but you can still have a successful photo shoot. Okay, y'all, those are all the tips that I have for you today. I hope that this information is very useful. I know that summertime is an amazing time. It's a season that we all love, and we all like to be outside and enjoying the beautiful weather. And a lot of us use that beautiful weather as an opportunity to take some amazing photos. So I just wanted to share some tips on how you can have a successful photo shoot when you're shooting outside. I hope that you found these tips very helpful. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I look at them, I read them, I respond to them, and I see you whenever you are commenting. So I really, really appreciate you. So if you also know someone that can use this information, feel free to share it with them, because sharing is caring, and that is why I do what I do. I would love for you to do 2 things for me. Just 2 things, 2 clicks. 1, to give me a thumbs up if you like this video, if you found it useful, and also to subscribe if you want to have more of these videos that I do, and just stay in the loop with me, and just stay connected with me. Make sure you subscribe as well. You can check me out and follow me on Instagram at Deanna Fears, and you can check out my website, The Modeling Standard. Until next time, I want you to know that I truly, truly appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.